All right, welcome. I know Jared's in. Welcome, Jared. I think you might have seen me testing my 10 logo. There we go. So good luck, everybody. This very so 136 cards. I keep it to about 30 seconds per card. If I keep it to 30 seconds per card, we should be able to get through this in an hour or so, which is roughly what I'm aiming for. Did have a couple of you submitted cards, and so I'm going to try to put those in the first one that I open here, which I believe goes left to right, but we'll just have to double check and see how we go. Give me just a minute here. I'm going to see how the stream is going on Facebook. Oh, Jared and Brian, you're both here. Yeah, 136. It is the biggest yet, and actually how I did it, I split it into 5 separate submissions. So tried to get them in front of a few different graders' eyes, just kind of, again, continuing to figure out exactly how it works and best way to get the best grades, ideally. So we will be throwing those in the perfect fit sleeves for the slabs there. Let's see. Of course, I'm a male, so I can't do 2 things at once. So I'm trying to talk. Okay, we do. Perfect sleeves for the slab. Yeah, see, yeah, we're going on Facebook. All right. So I don't know how long I'll keep that rolling. I'll keep it going for a little bit, just see how it goes. Try to get my streaming computer within reach so I can see my notes here. So let's see what we can do. Get this underway here. And this was, so all of these cards from this submission went to PSA under the national show special that they offered at the end of July, early August. It was estimated to be about a 120-day turnaround, and obviously we're in much quicker than that, which is great to see. And so this should be a 2-box submission. I am just going to double check one of the numbers here. Make sure this is that right one. Yeah, I don't think this one actually. Oh, 662. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is not going to be the one you guys have. Go. So we'll just have to go kind of box by box and see what's in each group here. So I did, like I said, submitted them as a set of 5, 12, 56, and that one. Yeah, this is going to be our first one here. So this is the one we want. I believe it. Believe it is. I don't even know if you can see the PSA logo in that box. 7, I can't, so that's just going to go off to the side. And for those of you who have not submitted, want to see what it looks like, usually is a very nicely padded box. These boxes were actually packed inside, again, pretty securely inside another box, so a a lot of protection here from PSA on the shipping, which is always nice. Just try to fold this under here. There we go. And they don't necessarily come back in the exact order. Let's send in a few ads to purchase some things. Zion cases there. So yeah, I am falling way behind my 30 seconds per card here, aren't I? So let's just go ahead and get this underway. I did find the right order. Ooh. Let's make sure. Yeah, these are going to be a little bit all over the place. Well, you know what, we can fix that, I think. 2220. Try to get these in the right order. Again, this is all slowing down the process, but this will keep them in the right order for how I submitted them. Make it a little bit easier to check my notes. Getting there, almost there. What do we got here? 4, 3, 2, 1, 5. Of course, I've done this incorrectly. All right, all set. So there we go. We got them in order now. So this includes some orders for you guys. Yeah, there's a lot of baseball. There's mostly baseball. There is some football, some soccer, a little bit of basketball, and Jared has a little bit of Pokemon in there. An extra clear, yeah, man. I'll throw that in there. These things are, I buy these in bulk, so they are pretty cheap. All right, so up first, we've got. Well, they didn't slab them in the right order, so I put them in a slab order, and now it makes no sense because it's not the same order that I've got them in my notes. But regardless, let's go ahead and put up the list here. I think that'll show. So that is the first half of this order. So like I said, these are going to go just a little bit out of order for us. So let's just start it off. Pokemon. So this is, what is this one? This is the Shining Noctowl from 2002 Pokemon. Here we go. First one coming up. And we've got ourselves a PSA 9. So again, this one going to Jared. These are not all personal submissions. So, first one up is a Pokemon that's going to Jared. Get that sleeved up right away. And there you go. First one out of the list is a 9 for you. If you guys want to see anything else up close, let me know. Here's another one from Jared. Pokemon. Again, I did not pre-grade these, so I have no idea what exactly to expect on these. Everything else I gave, did my best to give a pre-grade, and I'll let you know how we do on that. So here we go. Next Pokemon up, it's the Japanese black and white Megalo Cannon, and it's a PSA 10. There we go, PSA 10. You know what that means? I gotta put my 10 logo up there as I show this one to you, Jared. There we go. PSA 10 on your second Pokemon submission. Congratulations. So up next, this one is for David. So this next one, let's see, going to my pre-grade notes. This is a 1997 Leaf Metal Universe Michael Jordan. My pre-grade on this one was an 8. I didn't have any notes on this one. So let's just see what we got. I pre-graded this one as an 8. And what do you know? There we go. We've got ourselves an 8. David, take a look at this one. So, Leaf Metal Universe, or Skybox Metal Universe. Michael Jordan, PSA 8 on that one. Up next is a LeBron James. Yes, you do have more sprinkled in. Gotcha. Okay, Jared, but thanks for popping in early. Like I said, the rest of yours are in this stack here. All those boxes out there, those are all from mine. But yeah, so just watch the first however long of this video until this first stack is gone. All right, up next, there was this is a Prism LeBron James Duet Selections Relic patch card, numbered out of 99, so it's the purple parallel. I noted a small ding in one of the edges, so I actually knocked it down to I wasn't sure how severely they would mark that that mark on the edge. So my pre-grade was a 7. I need a little larger one here because that's a thicker slab. The perfect fit sleeves only really fit perfectly on the thin ones. So here we go, and we ended up with a 9 on this one. So not too bad, not too bad at all. And it was yeah, I remember in the patch right there, just along that little edge right there, there's a little bit of a ding to it, but it is not bad at all. And we end up with a 9. So nice couple of grades there for David on his basketball superstar submission. LeBron James PSA 9. 2020 Select. Actually, 2020 Select is what that was. All right, up next, we are back to Jared. So if you're here, Jared, this next one is yours as well. This is going to be the 2021 Prestige Khalil Mack. This is a blue parallel out of 25. My pre-grade, I had it as an 8. I thought the top left corner had some issues and some chipping along the bottom edge, which is fairly common with Panini's kind of paper products like this. And, yep, there we go. We ended up with an 8 on that one. So, nice low-numbered Khalil Mack for Jared comes back with an 8. So there we go. Up next is another Jared one. I think I had this one. This is the Michael Thomas Mini. Where are you at? There it is. Yeah, the 2021 Legacy Michael Thomas Mini Copper, numbered out of 100. I pre-graded this at a 9. Noting some surface issues on that one. And this one actually comes back as 7, so I'll have to take a closer look at that and see what I missed. I know the centering actually is pretty far off left to right. That could have had something to do with it. But numbered out of 100. You got, hopefully get some more positives to look forward to, Jared. Up next, I think this was actually my submission. This is a 2021 Panini Legacy as well. Zach Wilson. Just got to find it on the list. There it is. Yep. Zach Wilson. This is the orange parallel out of 199. I found a tiny dimple in the center of it. I wasn't totally sure how we'd go top to bottom centering on this one, so my pre-grade on this was a 9. And there we go. We got ourselves a 10. Love to see that. We've got a 10 on the orange parallel Zach Wilson. Out of 199. There we go. First football 10 right there. Up next, this is going to be Formula 1. Yeah, that was a tough one on Thomas. But like I said, I have seen the grades, so I wouldn't give up just yet. Let's see. Formula 1. This is 2021 Formula 1 Chrome Sergio Perez Purple Refractor out of $3.99. I have this as an 8 with a dimple on the front of the surface of the card. Let's see if they agree. And yep, that's exactly what they gave me. They gave me an 8 on that one. Kind of expected that. These Formula 1 cards can be a bit of a tough grade. It's a little bit hard to find gem-worthy Formula 1 cards, especially on the refractors. The quality control just not there. So, not totally surprised on that one. In fact, not surprised at all, as that was my projected grade. So this next one is probably not on the screen right now. And I might have to just take down that list on the right because it's going to be off. But next one up, this is 2016 Bowman. Where are you at? 2016 Bowman Chrome Fernando Tatis Jr. This is a base. I had it as an 8. The centering was a little bit tough. Slight surface on the top edge. Very light. So, again, had it as an 8. Not major damage here. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, and they're going to go with a 9. So there you go. That was the first one from Brian out of this submission. Brian with a PSA 9 on the Tatis Bowman Chrome. Brian, did you hit this in a break? Or was this did you win this from us, or was this something else that you had? Put Brian's back here. Brian gets a 9 on his Tatis Bowman Chrome. Up next, this I believe is another Brian submission. This is 2020 Bowman Chrome. Jason Dominguez. I looked. I couldn't find any flaws in this one. My pre-grade on this was a 10. So let's see what we've got here. Boom! There we go. Got you a 10. 10 for Brian on the Dominguez Bowman Chrome. That's awesome. Love the giveaway. What card am I looking forward to in this break the most? Well, you know what? I actually have one. I managed to hit in a break a 1 of 1. It's Franz Beckenbauer. So there's your 10, Brian, on the Dominguez. Franz Beckenbauer. So he is, I believe he's the only person to win a World Cup as both a player and as the manager for Germany. So I hit a 1-of-1 relic of his from Futera, World Football Unique, Futera Unique. Hit a 1-of-1 patch, beautiful looking patch, super thick card. So I am really looking forward to that one. Up next, I believe this is one of mine. This is a Heston Scherstad Refractor. Heston Scherstad Refractor. 2020 Bowman Draft. My pre-grade was 9. It's clean, but it is a little bit off center, and something I've noticed from... well, we can get into that later, but yeah, Scherstad is hard to find centered, especially in the refractors. So let's see what we got. I had pre-graded a 9. It's exactly what we got. We got ourselves a 9. Certain players, like based on wherever they end up on the print sheet, just come out a little bit off center. It's a little bit harder to get good grades. So this Scherstad Refractor is an example of that. Very difficult, I've found, to get high grades in that one. So we got a 9 on that one, as I thought we would. Here's another one for Brian. This is a 2020 Bowman Draft. Nope, 2021 Bowman Draft, sorry. 2021 Bowman Draft. Is this the first edition? Nope. BD84. Yeah, I think it is Bowman Draft first edition. Benny Montgomery. This should be the sky blue foil. I had this as a 9. I wasn't convinced the corners were perfectly sharp. So let's see what the grader thought today. Yeah, there it is. Yep, sky blue foil, first edition, PSA 10. There you go, Brian. Brian with another dime. There we go. Rockies have a ton of exciting young hitting prospects. Don't have much in the way of pitching, so I don't think they're going to necessarily have a ton of team success anytime soon. But man, in that ballpark with the offensive players they've got coming in, should be able to put up some numbers for sure. So another dime for Brian. Congrats. Yes, exactly. Yep, great point there, Jared. All right, so here we go. We'll keep going. This one's another Brian. This is Mick Abel. So this one is 2021. Where are you at? Finding it on my list. Mick Abel. There it is. 2021 Bowman First Edition Mick Abel Sky Blue Foil. I put this one in as an 8. Now, I tend to undergrade everything, so I'm not disappointed. I thought maybe some surface, maybe bottom left corner might be trouble spots on this particular card. Let's see what they think. They completely disagree with me. I either misread this or something, but they liked the Bowman Draft, or the Bowman First Edition Sky Blue Foil Mick Abel, because it came back as a PSA 10. Another 10 for Brian. So let's put that graphic up. There you go, Brian. Another one for you. Congrats. Keep them rolling. All right, up next, this is going to be Christopher Morel. So this is a pink refractor out of 199. 2021 Bowman Chrome Mega Box pink refractor out of 199. Man, I thought this one was perfect. My pre-grade, I said this was a 10. PSA agrees. There we go, another PSA 10. There you go, Brian. Keep that 10 logo flashing for you. Congrats, there we go. Yeah, this particular submission is not a mystery to me. I did look up ahead of time what the grades were, just to see if there were any surprises. I did actually find a couple that I know are going to be mislabeled. So have to get back to them on that. Jose Salas, another one for Brian. 2021 Bowman Chrome Mega Box Pink Refractor out of 199. Again, I thought this was a perfect 10. Found nothing wrong with it. PSA's opinion. PSA 10. There we go. What are you now? 5 of 6, Brian? Got yourself some dimes of these prospects. Some numbered parallels here. The pink. Oh, did I put the 10 up? I didn't put that up for you. There you go. Jose Salas. There you go. All right, up next. Another one. This one's from my submission here. This is a Heston Scherstad. This one, let's see, BDC 40. So this should be the Bowman Draft Sapphire. This is the Sapphire Yellow Refractor out of 99. I projected out of 9. Thought, yeah, it's some pretty minor stuff on it, but like maybe I think I found a print spot. Yeah, my notes say print spot on the top right corner. So we'll see if that was enough to knock it down to a 9 like I thought it might. There is that yellow sapphire. There we go. 10. Heston Scherstad. It is not his Bowman first, but still end up with a 10 on the 2021 Bowman Draft Sapphire. Yellow refractor, Heston Scherstad. Oh, yeah, there it is. Numbered out of 99. So let's move some of the perfect fit slabs here. There we go. Up next, Jose Tina. Okay, and Austin Martin. So these are going to be both Brian submissions. Jose Tina, where are you at on my list? Okay, this is 2021 Bowman Chrome Sapphire Orange Refractor out of 75. I graded it a 9 with a really small light surface scratch on the back of the card is what I thought I saw. PSA says, Joe, you're wrong again. Let's give another 10. So Brian sending in some absolute gems for grading here. Jose Tina. With the orange sapphire, numbered out of 75. Comes back 10. Another one coming up for Brian. This one's going to be Austin Martin. The Bowman Sapphire, 2021 Bowman Sapphire. So a Bowman first of Austin Martin. Thought the centering was a little bit off. Back surface had a little bit of light scratching on it. So I went 9 on this one, which Brian is probably happy about because every other card I've undergraded for him, PSA grader says it's a 10. And this one's no different. Another 10 for Brian on the Austin Martin Sapphire. Austin Martin Sapphire. 7 of 8 now for Brian on this submission. A lot of Bowman in here. They seem to like the modern Bowman, or at least the modern Bowman that is well taken care of. All right, up next, let's see. I'm going to find some that belong to you guys first. I'm going to separate mine out there. All right, so those are Brian's. I think these 4 are, okay, so these 4 are Jared, these are Brian, these are Joe. So let's start with Jared because I think if he's not still here, he wanted to get moving. So the first one up is a Keaton Parks. So this is 2020 Topps MLS Keaton Parks from NYCFC. Out of 25. Out of 25. That's an orange. I pre-graded that at 9 for centering, top to bottom. So the top to bottom centering is not 100% ideal, but that's okay. PSA disagreed. They go 10 on this orange. There we go. Brian, which one are you laughing? What comment are you laughing at? Sometimes I talk, I have no idea what I'm saying. Someone laughs at me and I have to think about it. I say, what did I actually say that someone laughed at me for? There you go. So Jared with a 10 on the Keaton Parks. Orange, nice. Very nice color parallel there. With a Gem Mint 10. Keep it rolling with Jared here. Sebastian Yedjet. And this is 2021 Topps MLS paper. It is a blue parallel out of 99. Again, I graded this as a 9, saying corners and edges. Not 100% perfect on this. But again, this grader liked what you guys sent in. So Sebastian Yedjet blue out of 99 with a PSA 10. New England Revolution. Said Jared with back-to-back MLS Gem Mint 10s right here. There you go. Congratulations, Jared. Everyone gets 10 today. Everyone gets 10s today. Helps if I can pronounce it. All right, let's keep going with Jared. We're on a roll now. This one is Prism Premier League. I want to say, did I hit all of these for you in breaks? They all look familiar. I think I did, actually. So this one, 2020-21 Prism Premier League, Trezeguet Copper Prism out of 25. I graded this a 9. There was a light print line down the front center of the card, numbered again out of 25. Sorry, not a copper prism. This is a bronze breakaway prism, and it's a PSA 10. Another low numbered PSA 10 going to Jared. Let's get my 10 logo up there. Boom, there we go. I don't know if I did that for the Yetjet card. Yes, that's awesome. All these soccer came out of our breaks. And speaking of soccer breaks, with World Cup around the corner, once I am kind of back in a regular situation with family stuff, travel, all of the above, before pool play ends, we're going to throw in quite a few soccer breaks coming. So last one up, Josh Sargent just named to the U.S. men's national team. This is a 21-22 Prism Premier League. Josh Sargent, red Mojo Prism, numbered out of 159. I had this as a 10. No notes on it because I couldn't find anything wrong with it. I thought this was a really sharp-looking card. See if PSA agreed, and they do. There we go. Another 10 for Jared. Is that 4 dimes? Coming from our very own soccer breaks. So congratulations, Jared. This card is definitely appreciated in value from when you sent it for submitting. That was a good instinct that he might make an impact on the U.S. men's national team, and sure enough, he is on the team, heading to the World Cup, and you've got a PSA 10. Congrats. So that does it for what you've got, Jared. Feel free to keep watching if you'd like, but the rest is going to be Brian, and then followed once I'm done with Brian's, then the rest are mine. So feel free to watch as long as you'd like. But next up from Ryan. Yes, man, that was a great one. Yeah, you've got some good ones in there. All right, going to Elijah Tatis. This is a 2022 Bowman First Edition Sky Blue Foil. Elijah Tatis, I thought the edges had a little bit of roughness on the back. Very slight. So my pre-grade was a 9. And let's see what we got here. PSA 10. This grader loves Brian, or he loves Bowman. Regardless, Elijah Tatis, Sky Blue Foil, PSA 10 for Brian. Yeah, no worries, man. And like I said, I'm going to try to keep this under an hour. I'm going to try to keep this moving here, especially once we get done with your cards. Up next is going to be the Joshua Baez. So this is another 2022 Bowman First Edition Joshua Baez Blue Foil. So it's a numbered blue foil, not the sky blue foil. Blue foil out of 150, which, Brian, you should be happy. I graded it as a 9. I thought the back edges were a little bit rough. PSA 10, another dime. So again, maybe the back of the card not as big of an issue, or maybe I'm looking too closely at it. Again, I want to look as closely as I can. I don't want to miss anything obvious. So there it is, a numbered Joshua Baez out of 150. Big Cardinals prospect coming up. Numbered out of 150, PSA 10. Going to Brian. So I got some more Bowman coming up. Brian, you're on fire, man. So I got 2 Muncies here. I forget, that one's a chrome. This one is paper. Actually, this is not paper. So I'm going to take a little glance. Okay, one is sapphire. Okay, the other is a colored refractor. All right. So first, we'll look at both maxes together. So up next, this is Khalil Watson. Sapphire. Bowman Sapphire, Khalil Watson. I graded as an 8. Thought there was the top right corner had a little bit of damage on it. And another severe undergrade because Brian has himself another PSA 10. Keep this rolling. We're going to finish out with a couple of Max Muncies for Brian, at least for his submission, and then we'll finish out with the last 3 from this particular one, and then we'll move on. So next one up, this is the Max Muncy Sapphire. My notes say I gave it a 9, yep. Small print lines under the Bowman logo, and then when we get to the Muncie, it's going to be a Bowman. Yeah, so small print lines under the Bowman logo on this one. The next one up is going to be a Bowman Megabox Chrome Gold Refractor, numbered out of 50, which I also pre-graded 9. Some small print lines, right edge and back top. So that's what I had. But as we've seen, I don't think the grader cared quite so much, or didn't impact those on the overall card grade as much as I did. I may have overestimated those because everything else was good. But here we go, the Bowman Sapphire Muncie. Boom, there it is. Another 10, another undergrade. Congrats, Brian. Now the one he's really nervous about, which I also thought would be a 9. That is the Gold Megabox Refractor. A little bit of print lines, but not enough to take it off of the streak of 10s. Congrats, Brian. Muncie Gold. Numbered out of 50. PSA 10. What a gorgeous looking card. You are doing well on holding some PSA 10s of some prospects. So there we go. Congratulations, Brian. And Jared. A couple of nice, and David. Some nice grades for you guys. 9 of 10. That's awesome. All right, next up. These are my submissions now. So this is a 2021 Topps MLS Flags of Foundation. Where is it? Nani for Orlando, numbered out of 10. I had this as an 8. Corners were a little bit soft, edges not so great. In fact, I can even see a pretty not a real sharp edge on the back right there, and even some centering issues. The numbering is pretty close to the top edge of the card there. But regardless, Nani gets a 9. Got a PSA 9 for the Nani, numbered out of 10. So nice to get a little soccer in right before the World Cup. Back to baseball here. We got two more Bowman prospects from this year. You are welcome, Brian. That's awesome. Next up, so the last two in this submission are gonna be. Trying to find this one here. How on earth? Oh, no, this one. No, Brian, you got one more. I'm sorry. This one is also Brian's, and I pre-graded this one a 10. This is a Bowman First Edition. I've been sending in so much Ellie De La Cruz, I thought it was mine, but this one is yours. 2022 Bowman First Edition, Ellie De La Cruz. I think you got this as a bonus card, I want to say. And boom, of course it's a PSA 10 for you. That's awesome. What a way to finish with the Ellie First Edition PSA 10. So that is officially Brian's last card. Next one up to close out this submission is a 2022 Bowman Draft First Edition Warming Bernabelle Sky Blue Foil. I thought a small print mark around his legs area in the photo. So in my grading, I had this as a 9. But Bernabelle Sky Blue Foil comes back PSA 10 to finish out this submission. There we go. So in this particular submission, out of, what did I say? What is this? 30 cards in this one. There were 30 cards. 21 of them are 10s. 21 9. 70% gem rate on this one. 5 of them were 9, and we had 4 at 8 or lower. Of course, one of those was the Jordan from the mid-90s, which I don't think we would expect to come back. Did have the Michael Thomas. That was a little bit of a surprise. A couple surprises, but nothing too crazy. So that's what we ended up with. 21 10s, 5 9s, and just 4 of them, 13% at an 8 or lower. My projections for this, I had 5 10s, 15 9s, and 8 8s. Overall, like undergraded by about a half point on average, maybe closer to a point, so not too bad. And that does it for you guys, so feel free to stick around. Like I said, plenty more to go through. What is next on my list here? I'm going to take down that. Pull up the next teams list. Or next card list. Call it a teams list, but well, at this point, we know what we've got, so I know what's in that next box. So we'll go ahead and throw that one up there. This one, and also one of the other stats from this submission. 70 day, about 70. It was we got them back all within a week's time. We submitted them all together, all as one group, but 5 separate submissions. And we ended up getting them. The first batch came back about 64 days, about 64, 65 days, and got a couple more at 70 days out. So, not too bad. I think in talking with you guys, we thought this might come back a little bit closer to Christmas. So nice to get them back a little bit early. They worked through these pretty quickly. So I got a Jared stack. I've got a Brian stack. And I've got a David stack going. So congrats, you guys. And that is the first part of the submission. So let's go here. Again, I know what's in this one. This one was one of the 70 days. So let's see, 26 cards in this submission. See Ellie De La Cruz right up front right there. And I'm not going to bother with moving around. So yeah, feel free to jump in, throw anything you want in the comments there. Love to hear what you guys think about these cards. Moving forward, do have more submissions going. So we'll have more reveals throughout the hopefully through the Christmas season. We'll see when those come back. So here we go. Next round. Pull on my sheet here. 662. Okay, so this one in particular, 26 cards. Like I said, it's on the screen there, 70 days. My projected grades at 10, I had basically a 50-50 split. I had 13 10s, 12 9s, and 1 8 on my pre-grades here. And we'll see how I do. So up first, it's going to be 2021 Futera Unique. And this is the Greats, Diego Maradona. My pre-grade on this one was a 10. And why don't we get things started with a 10? There we go. It's going to be a little bit thicker card, so it gets a thicker slab, which means the perfect fit sleeve is not a perfect fit. So I got to go to one that does not have the logo on it, but a 10 for the Diego Maradona from Futera Unique. I like that set. It has a really low limited print run. Next is going to be Lamar Jackson. I think this one may be mislabeled. Yep, this is the Rookie Phenoms. So this one, it is Optic, Donruss Optic. So it's a Donruss Optic Rookie Phenoms Lamar Jackson Relic. I graded this as a 9. A little bit of an edge issue in the patch. And PSA 9, there we go, on the Rookie Phenom. Now, however, they did not label it as Optic. There are regular Donruss Rookie Phenom relics, and then there are, which, again, card number 17. This is not card number 17, it's card RPLJ. So this is the Optic Rookie Phenom. So I will have to work with them to re-slab this one. Sure where that got changed. I know it's on me to check my order, make sure it's accurate, but I believe I actually submitted it correctly and they're the ones who changed it, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, up next, guy that did not make the men's national team, U.S. men's national team. This is Malik Tillman. Where is that on? It's a museum collection, I believe. Yep, so it's a 2021 Museum Collection Archival Autographs Malik Tillman. I graded it as a 9 for some top edge issues. Yeah, graded the card only on this auto card, and they agreed. PSA 9 on this one. So Tillman didn't make the national team here. Bayern Munich forward. But got the archival autographs numbered out of 250. PSA 9. Next one up. Ooh, this is going to be a fun one. Brian, yes, absolutely. Yeah, if you guys, yeah, if you want to get them here as quick as you can, right now there's a bulk special. I want to say it's $15 a card. If I can get those in, even if you send me the card info, I can put it into the order there. Um, yes, you do, Brian. So if you guys want to get something else out on that bulk, I'll message you the deadline on that one if we want to get that one going. All right, up next, this is going to be a wild card. So wild card football. This is a Mac Jones autograph card. Wild card, where is wild? So it's a wild card Matt 30th anniversary autographs. Mac Jones. I graded this as a 9. So now some of it they will grade the quality of the card if the print is blurry. But in this particular one, they just didn't use a high resolution printer. They're not a big Panini. They're not a Topps or whatever. So it's a Mac Jones autograph, 30th anniversary, and boom, they gave me a 10. Wasn't sure the centering was perfect. It is a nice looking card, maybe a little blurry print quality wise, but that's not because of the card. That is because of the printer. So nice to see a PSA 10 Mac Jones auto. Again, just there's some cards I will grade dual auto. I'll grade the card and the auto. This particular one, I'm only grading the card. And some of that is the quality of the auto there. You can see the blue Sharpie he used was starting to run out of a little bit of ink. I felt like that was going to knock down the auto grade on that one. So we just went. It's still nice. It's centered. Really sharp looking clean card. Alright, up next, this is going to be more Formula One Chrome. This is Mick Schumacher, who has had an awful year. But this is his 2021 Topps Formula One Chrome image variation card, so a short print card. I thought this was perfect. I bought this one raw, actually, off Facebook. Got it in person, thought it looked great. So my pre-grade is a 10. And boom, there it is. Got a 10. So nice to get a dime on Formula One. Not the easiest to do. You like that wild card auto? Those things are cool. I got in the like wild card inside traders club thing, so they'll occasionally send some pre-order stuff to me, and that was one of them. I want to say I just bought that directly from the manufacturer on that one. All right, up next is going to be Weston McKennie. Oh man, this is another one I was looking forward to. Jared asked me which cards I was looking forward to. This is probably in that top 5 of cards in this entire submission. I really wanted to get back and see what I had. So this is a 2020-21 Topps Chrome Champions League Weston McKennie Red Refractor, numbered out of 10. Now, I do know that this one, and like I said, the colors on these are especially tough grades, and I knew that going in. So I had this as an 8. And you can even see through the slab. I don't know if it'll come through on video, but this is great because it's numbered out of 10. But the edges peel right in the middle, and I'm not sure the chrome coating on it just peels right in the center there for some reason. I think it happens with some of the cards that were manufactured in Europe. So I'm not expecting a 10 on this one. I put it in as an 8, and we ended up with a 7, unfortunately. So really cool card. Unfortunately, condition of it. These are extremely, extremely tough grades. So, Weston McKennie is on the men's national team. I am expecting big things from him in the World Cup, especially with him healthy. All right, going to some basketball. Like I said, there's some variety in this one. This is going to be a Luka rookie. This is, I see a question in there. I'll get to that after the Luka card. 2018-19 Panini Threads Luka Doncic base. I graded this as a 9. There was a little black dot in the top left on the surface of the card. This is not a chrome coated card. This is just kind of a paper card from Panini. But it doesn't matter. We go PSA 10 on that. A Luka rookie PSA 10. We will take it. go ahead and get that 10 logo up there. So, what did I say? I think I graded this out of 9. Comes back a 10. Gotta be happy with that. And we'll move back to baseball. So the question is, speaking of rookie autos, got a Greg Brown, the 3rd auto last week. I'd have to look him up and see what his playing time has been like. I don't think he's a. You know, he might be a rotation guy for. I don't think he's a star for Portland if he's still with Portland, but I haven't really followed basketball a ton until just recently, so I'm just kind of catching up on some basketball here. So up next, we got a Marco Luciano. This, I believe, I sent in just a couple of these in separate submissions. Yes, this is a Bowman Chrome Luciano Megabox Refractor. I thought it was a Gem Mint 10. Nothing to note about it. And that's exactly what it is. PSA 10. I am expecting big things from him this coming year, hoping that he stays healthy. He's had a couple of injuries the last couple years that have... He's still actually a top 20 prospect. But just does not have quite the appeal that he's had in the past. Yeah, still out of 10. Just a little disappointed in that one. Up next, another one. This guy's having a good fall league. Zach Veen, another one of those Rockies prospects. I believe this is the Refractor. Find it on my list here. Yes, 2020 Bowman Draft Chrome Refractor. Again, centering on the Veen Refractors is really tough, so I gave it a 9. I said top to bottom centering wasn't great. Small print line on the back surface. You're going to notice some common things that I notice when I'm looking things over. So, yep, there it is. PSA 9 on the Refractor. These 2020 Bowman Refractors can be tough grades to get a 10 almost exclusively because the centering on them, this is a really tough card to center because you get left and right. The left and right is decent here, but then my top to bottom is way off. There's a lot more on the bottom. So, yeah, just something to note. In that particular draft class, you noticed the same thing with my my Heston Scherstad earlier. And speaking of Heston Scherstad, I think we've got back-to-back identical cards here. Yes, that's what these are. So these are both the image variation, so the short print. One of them I projected at a 10. One of them I projected at a 9. The one I projected at a 10, I said it had incredibly light scratches along the edges. The one I projected at a 9, I said one little dot near the top edge and a tiny bit off center, top to bottom. So we'll compare that to the Zach Veen when we take a look at it. But first one up, image variation. There we go. We got a 10. And the second one, see if we got a 9 just like I projected. No, we got back-to-back 10s. We got double 10s. We're seeing double with the 10s on the Heston Scherstad image variation. And in fact, I see so the left to right centering on these short print cards. These are the image variations. Left to right centering on both of them is very good. I'll pull up the Zach Veen here for comparison because it came out of the same set. Both of them out of Bowman Draft. So from the same year. So this will give us a nice little comparison. So the Veen is, I think the top to bottom centering really affected it. The left to right was not perfect either. Whereas you see the left to right on the Heston Scherstad is excellent. The top to bottom is a little bit off, but it's not quite as bad as the Veen. So slight differences, very slight differences, but that's a lot of times the difference between a 9 and a 10, especially when you start comparing cards from the same products. All right, up next, this is Andy Pages, who's I think just hit a big home run in the fall league a couple days ago. Let's see here. Yep, this is the 2020 Bowman Chrome Megabox autograph. So again, only grading the card itself. I actually graded this one at a 10, and you'll see why I don't grade these autos anymore. For this player, at least for this this product, he signed them all the same way. think I dual graded one in a previous submission, and it's just not centered. He used the bottom line as his kind of center point. By the way, 10 on the card, just like we projected. But yeah, it's not centered within the area that the auto goes, so I would be hard pressed to see. I haven't looked that closely. I would love to maybe do a little research, see if I can find an Andy Page's auto grade of a 10, because all of them are really, I mean, they're running, part of the P runs off into the design of the card down there, and I know they don't, centering is one piece of the auto grade, but we'll take our 10 on the card itself. What else do we got here? This is gonna, Babe Ruth short prints from 2020 Topps. So the SP, this is the Series 1 short print from 2020 Topps, card number 335. And what did I say on this one? I don't think I had this one out of 10. I had this, actually I did have this one out of 10. I didn't see much wrong with it. My grader disagreed. PSA 9 on this Babe Ruth SSP from 2020 Topps Series 1. I actually did buy this one raw, I believe off eBay. Next, playoff postseason hero for one of several for Houston. This is the 2020 Stadium Club. I can find it here. It's Yordan Alvarez. Find it on my list. 2020 Stadium Club red foil parallel that I submitted as a 10. There was some slight flaking on the red foil on the front of the card, so let's see if it can stay a 10 like I thought. No, it's going to get a 9 as well. So Yordan Alvarez rookie, red foil parallel, PSA 9. And I love Stadium Club as a product. It is, from a sheer collecting standpoint, I think Stadium Club is probably my favorite baseball product. All right, up next we've got going back to some Bowman. So this is going to be Jordan Lawler. Which one's this? BD 184. This is the Bowman Draft First Edition base Jordan Lawler. I have it as a 10. Surface and centering is good. I thought maybe there was a corner that could knock it down, but I still thought it qualified for a 10. And there we go. Bowman Draft First Edition. Jordan Lawler. PSA 10. Is this where you do what cards now? Oh, where you buy? Which ones are you trying to buy? My Jordan Lawler? We doing a live auction? I don't think I'd do well on a live auction. I don't have enough viewers for that. So PSA 10 on the Lawler. Love to see it. I think you can see from my submissions which baseball players I like and think will do well. Up next, we got a Brady House. This is the 2021 Bowman Draft Chrome Black and White Ray Wave Refractor. Black and White Ray Wave Refractor. So this was, I think this might have been one of the first products they actually made the Ray Wave parallel, or at least the Black and White Ray Wave. This came out of the Hobby Light boxes. This was the Hobby Light exclusive parallel. I graded this as a 9. I didn't think the centering was perfect on it left to right. We'll take a look at it. But there we go. We're going to go get a 10 on that one. Perfect. Oh, come on. There we go. 10 on the Brady House Black and White Ray Wave Refractor. Yeah, I haven't completely figured out the centering on 2021 Bowman design. There's that one I thought was a tiny bit off that comes back at a 10, and then there's others that I think are perfect centering and they come back at a 9. So Still figuring that one out. I think I did well on 2022. Live auction, love it. All right, we got some Roberto Campos. We got several in here. I think these are both. Yeah, these are both going to be sky blue foil from Bowman First Edition Roberto Campos. I put them both in as a 9. With one of them I thought had the better chance at a 10. Had really low chipping. The surface was great, only slightly off centering. The second one, the centering was better, but had some light edge chipping along the back right side. So those are the two that I was looking at. And thought they would both come back possibly at a 9. And first one up is a 10. There we go. Roberto Campos, sky blue foil 10. And the other one is also a 10. So again, double barrel 10s from the same submission. Same card. Did that with the Heston Scherstad image variations. And now we did it here with the Roberto Campos sky blue foil. Ooh, next one up. Next one up's a big one. Obviously pretty excited about where this one might end up. Next one up could be the top prospect in baseball. In fact, I think he was actually named the top prospect in baseball pretty recently. And that is Jackson Chourio. So which parallel did I send in here? With this one, Jackson Chourio. This is a sky blue foil. So I graded this one at a 10. I did submit one in a different submission, or in a different part of this order. And I said this one's not quite as good as the other one. Did have a couple print spots on it, but I thought not enough to take it out of a 10. Let's see what we got. Oh, PSA 9. That is a tough one. That one's disappointing. I would definitely trade a Campos 10 there for a Chourio 10 here. But regardless, top prospect in baseball, PSA 9. Sky blue foil first edition. Up next, Elly De La Cruz. Ooh. Okay, the variation auto. De La Cruz. Yeah, Campos is kind of my, he's more of a long shot, long range prospect that I'm really interested in. He comes much more affordably than the Jackson Chourio, Elly De La Cruz. I mean, he's pretty much the only thing you can pull from the Tigers in breaks. Oh, gotcha. Any experience grading the Topps 206 cards, online only cards? I've not graded the 206. I have, in 2020, I bought a couple boxes of packs. And really, I've only gotten into one or two of the packs. So I don't have hardly any of the 206 cards. So I have not graded hardly any of them. Jeff, good question. Thank you. Okay, we got a first edition Elly De La Cruz here. See which parallel. So this is the sky blue foil Elly De La Cruz. I thought I would have a 10 here with no real notes on it, but more disappointment on a top prospect, PSA 9. And I might have to do a second part of the PSA reveal. This is taking quite a bit longer than I thought. I am just way too talkative, I guess. Where are we at time-wise? 2:40, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably maybe get to one more here. So yeah, a couple more Campos here. These are BP14. So these are going to be the numbered parallels of the Campos. So one of them is going to be blue out of 150. One's going to be sky blue out of 499. I put them both in as 9s. The blue I thought had and these are Bowman paper, which I know have been extremely tough grades. So nothing on the back of either one, so it's your guess is as good as mine which one's going to be which. I thought the blue, the lower numbered one, had more challenges to the condition because of the corners. Yeah, I'm not a big Whatnot fan. I have not bought anything off that. So sky blue foil, or sky blue, out of 499. We go PSA 9 on that. Not bad. That's about I'll have to check pop reports. I haven't checked lately, but Bowman paper parallels are an incredibly tough grade. So a 9 is really not that disappointing to me. Let's see, this is the compost blue, should be out of 150, and it is, and we got a 9 there, so not bad at all. I must have submitted a so definitely happy with both of these, coming back at a 9. More compost ahead. This one is going to be a chrome, which probably means ooh, this is the sapphire chrome red refractor, numbered out of 10. I thought, okay, I found one dot on the surface on the front near the leg, but I thought should still be a 10 on this one. And there we go, another 9. I'm getting 9'd to death on these compost cards, really on all these 2022 Bowmans. Again, not bad condition, but not gem mint. Unfortunately, that would be a nice one. Bowman Sapphire, red refractor out of 10. Nice compost card there, PSA 9. Alright, what do we got? We got 3 Ellie De La Cruz cards. Chrome, paper. So the chrome is going to be, that's going to be his Mega Box Refractor. I put it in as a 9. I thought the bottom edge wasn't great. And then the blue design from Bowman Paper, again, tough grade. I actually put it in as a 10. I thought it was perfect. Numbered out of 125. And then I have a Panini, actually. Panini Baseball. Where's that hiding? It's a Donruss. So it's 2022 Donruss rated prospect green out of 25 that I have as a 10. One little print spot on the top left of the card. So 10 on the Donruss. I said 10 on the paper and 9 on the Megabox Chrome Refractor. So this should be the Megabox Chrome Refractor. There we go. Got a 10. Finally a nice positive surprise on Ellie De La Cruz. Jeff, you can get in on them. So I have a Topps Collectors Club membership, and for a couple people in the group, I do accept submissions. I accept your cards. If you would like me to, I will give them a wipe with a cloth. I'll look at them under the microscope in the light, let you know what I think of it, if I think it might be worth grading, and submit it in. So whatever the Collectors Club pricing is. Like I said, right now it's I think 15 or 18 bucks a card on the bulk service. So I'll message you with some more details, or you want to shoot me a message, go for it. So this is going to be the paper blue design out of 125. I thought this was a 10, and it's going to come back as a 9. So numbered out of 125, PSA 9, Ellie De La Cruz. And last one is going to be the Donruss rated prospect that I had as a 10, the green parallel out of 25. And there it is, PSA 10. Nice way to finish this submission. I think we can get to one more box. Yeah, we should be able to get to one more part of this submission, and then we'll have to break it up, and we'll do a separate video probably early next week with the remainder of the grade reveals for this submission. I know Jared is wanting to see that one that I was looking forward to. So, to recap this particular submission, some of the stats on this one. Let's see, yeah, like I said, I projected 50% 10s. I said 13 10s, 12 9s, and 1 8 out of the 26 cards. We ended up with 14 10s instead of 13, 10 9s, and 2 8 or below. There was that 7 on the Weston McKinney, which is not a surprise. And there was the 8 on the Compost Blue Foil, which again, Bowman paper, so not incredibly surprised there. So in this one, 54% gem rate, 54% PSA 10, and only 8% at less than a 9. So still pretty good on that one. And starting to put together some quantity of prospect slabs at this point, which I suppose is the goal. Again, got some basketball in there with the Luka rookie 10, the Schumacher image variation 10, the Pages auto 10, the Mac Jones auto 10, and of course the Futera 10. Alright, let's do one more. Let's see what we got here. If you guys are up for that. Well, there's going to be an orange Bowman in here. That'll be the last card we look at. This one seems like a lot of it. I've only seen baseball out of this one, so we'll see what we end up having. So on this one, this will not have my 1 of 1, unfortunately. Oh no, this one does have my 1 of 1. So Jared was looking for that one. This one will have that. Let me get the right list up there. And again, I split these lists into 2, thinking that they would show them in order, so you only get about the first half of each list. But you see a sampling of what's included in here. So this one I projected, let's see, this was a 25 card submission. 63, so this is the one I got back quickest, 63 days. 25 card submission, I projected it at 10s. I projected it with 10 10s, 14 9s, and an 8. 10 10s, 14 9s, and an 8. So, we'll knock this out. Up first, of course, we've got some Roberto Campos. BCP14. This could be the Mega Box Chrome Refractor. This could be a Lava Refractor. This is the Mega Box Chrome Refractor. So I had this one as a 10. This was the, in my opinion, the cleaner of the 2 that I submitted in this overall order. And let's get it started. Let's start out with a Mojo 10 Mega Box Refractor PSA 10 of Roberto Campos. Good start there. Up next, this is Gypsy Queen, Babe Ruth. So, what one is this? 2020 Gypsy Queen, Babe Ruth. This is a short print. It's already a short print. It's the kind of regular short print. I think 1 per pack. There's one, or 1 per however many packs. I'm not sure exactly, but I graded this at a 9. I thought the bottom corners were a little bit soft, but this is a short print with the missing nameplate. The missing nameplate short print. So no nameplate there at the bottom. And we got a PSA 10 out of that. So, very nice to see that. Now again, this National Show Special kind of gave me the opportunity to grade some things I'd been stacking up that weren't worth grading at $50 a pop, but had a little bit of a Babe Ruth short print. A few of them from 2020, from Gypsy Queen, from the regular tops. So up next we got Bowman, Jackson Chorio. What do we got here? All right. See you, Brian. Thanks for watching. This is another sky blue foil. I had this as a 10. See what my grader thought. Also a 10. Excellent. There we go. So Jackson Chorio. This is Bowman first edition sky blue foil parallel. Jackson Chorio. Okay, up next, Gunnar Henderson, the refractor. So I put this one in as an 8. That could have been my initial one. Did have some light print lines on it. So, I think I had it as an 8 prior to wiping it down before sending it in. And there we go. We got a 10 on the Gunnar Henderson refractor. Love to see that. Another big prospect for the Orioles. PSA 10 on the Gunnar Henderson refractor. Got some Ellie De La Cruz coming up here. This one is a first edition. So which first edition did I send in? Sky blue foil. So I had this one as a 9. Tiny little surface scratch, maybe a couple of print spots on it. That's what I have in my notes. I pre-graded this a 9. And Ellie De La Cruz, we've got a PSA 10. There we go. So, again, a nice little run of Bowman 10s right here. Between the Chorio Sky Blue Foil First Edition, the Gunnar Henderson refractor. Yep, there it is. 10 on the Ellie De La Cruz. Alright, next one up. I think I want to save this one for the last. This is the one I was telling Jared I was most looking forward to out of this submission. So I'm going to save that one as well. We'll keep going with some Ellie De La Cruz here. This is a chrome. So this is a blue lava refractor out of 150 that I had as a 10. Small little surface scratch on the back, but I thought that would keep it at a 10. I'm going to save those suckers for the end. So there it is, blue lava, blue ray wave, apparently they're calling it. Blue ray wave. And we got a PSA 10 out of that. Nice one, numbered out of 150. PSA 10. Gladly take that. Blue ray wave. Out of 150, that is a PSA 10. Ellie De La Cruz. Up next, we got more composts. So this is a compost Bowman paper, which means out of this one, this should be the blue paper out of 150. I thought would be a 10. It's, in my opinion, this had the best chance of a 10 in any of my Bowman paper submissions of compost. But we come back with an 8 on that one, an 8. Unfortunately, like I said, Bowman paper, very tough grade. especially those parallels. Next one up, Ellie De La Cruz. Another one, BCP 50. This is, we've already done the blue lava refractor. So this is, must be I'm not sure which one this is then. Oh, this is probably Megabox refractor. I have this as a 9. That's minor edge issues. But yeah, this is probably the base. Yep, Megabox refractor, Mojo refractor comes back a 10. There we go. Second one of these coming back in a 10 in this submission. There we go, Ellie Mojo, PSA 10. Up next, another Donruss Ellie. This one is the Rated Prospect Gold parallel. I have this at a 9. This is outnumbered out of 99, slightly off center, left to right. Let's see what. See what we think. I don't know if you can see the, maybe the centering is okay. Just the different elements of the design. I don't always see it perfectly. PSA 10, there we go. The gold parallel, numbered out of 99. Ellie De La Cruz, Rated Prospect. Gold parallel. Is a Gem Mint 10. Alright, up next, more Donruss baseball. This one is Wander Franco, and again, I think this one is mislabeled. So I submitted it as a 2020 Donruss Rated Prospect Vector Parallel. It is a I graded it as a 9, small print on the edge between N and the D on his name. So we'll see what we got. I gave it a 9. And the Wander, they call this the Diamond Parallel. I think this is the Vector. I'm going to have to double check with what I see online, but regardless, it's a PSA 10 Wander Franco. Both of them are pretty low on the pop report. I would like to get the right one listed, make sure I have the right one. I'm not deep into collecting Donruss, so I'm not entirely sure that I am right, that it's a Vector. They, again, like I said, they call this a Diamond Parallel, and I thought it was a Vector, but we have a PSA 10 on that for the Wander Franco. So up next, more baseball. Move back a year in prospects. Henry Davis. I believe this is a Bowman Draft black and white Ray Wave refractor. Henry Davis. Yes, that's what it is. I gave it a 9, centering left to right. Was not perfect. And that's that's what it comes back as. Black and white Ray Wave. The light exclusive parallel comes back as a PSA 9 on the Pirates prospect, Henry Davis. Baseball heavy in this particular order. Roberto Campos up next. CP14. So this one could be the Megabox Chrome refractor, could be the Lava refractor, could be the orange, the Sapphire Orange refractor. Take a quick glance. This is going to be the Lava refractor, so, or the Ray Wave. It's out of $3.99. I gave it a 10, although I did have some question marks with the top edge, just where the lava pattern overlaps the card. So we'll see what we get on that. And it is a 9, yes. So I think this right up above the first Bowman logo is where I thought I might see some issue on that one. And we do. We come back as a 9 on that. Still a nice first Bowman numbered parallel at a PSA 9 on not necessarily the easiest grade. Numbered out of $3.99. Roberto Campos. So, more basketball now. This is another Luka. I think it was another one of the Luka Panini Threads rookies that I submitted. This one I gave a 9. It has a soft bottom right corner, so the other one I thought was a little better shape. That one ended up getting a 10. And this one ends up, yep, just like I thought. This one comes back at a 9 on the Luka rookie Panini Threads. Yeah, we got another one. If you were watching earlier, you saw the Mac Jones wild card, 30th anniversary auto card. Submitted another one of those with this order. And on this one, I have it as a 9. Let's see if they agree. That is exactly right. Another one. I'm on the same page with the grader on some of these. Got a PSA 9 on that Mac Jones 30th anniversary black auto. Up next, we've got Heston Scherstad. This is going to be Bowman Draft 122. So this is a blue or sapphire. Let's see what... This is going to be the sapphire. So sapphire, I projected it as a 9. I thought it was clean card, but off center. But PSA 10, there we go. So nice little grade on the sapphire. Heston Scherstad. He was hitting like crazy his first month or two actually playing this summer, and cooled off a little bit. So yeah, pretty well centered for 2020 Bowman. So that one ends up coming back at 10 on the Bowman Sapphire. Switching over to soccer. This is Ander Baranashea. This is a cracked ice, so a hobby hybrid exclusive parallel. Cracked ice. 2020-21 Chronicles cracked ice. I gave this a grade of a 9. It has some, the edges aren't perfect, and there's a few dots on the front edge. And that's exactly what they come back with. So this cracked ice, numbered out of 23. Comes back, PSA 9. Back to some baseball. Looks like another Heston Scherstad. This one should be the blue refractor. And on that one, I projected at, this is numbered out of 150, I projected it as a 10. Did say a tiny surface scratch on the shoulder, but not enough to take it away from a 10. There we go. PSA agreed with my grade. Gem Mint 10. On the Heston Scherstad blue refractor, numbered out of 150. Some more Ellie De La Cruz coming up. So this one could be neon green. That's probably what it is, actually. So this is a Bowman paper neon green out of $3.99. I put it in as a 9. Said it had soft corners. And they gave me a 7 on it. So they really didn't like the corners on this one. Even the top edge is not great. There must be a surface issue somewhere else on the card too, because usually just a soft corner or two will not drop it all the way down to a 7. But again, I'm aware there are issues with Bowman paper, so not a complete surprise, although 7 is pretty disappointing. So what we got now, back to Formula 1. This is 2020 Formula 1. This is Esteban Ocon. 2020 Formula 1 Sapphire Esteban Ocon. I put this in as a 9. It's got a light scratch on the front, maybe a small print line on the back. And I know 2020 Chrome has been an especially tough grade, so definitely would grade. I graded this as a 9 and would be happy with a 9 on this one. but the Sapphire gives me a 10. Esteban Ocon with the Sapphire PSA 10. Excellent. Esteban Ocon. PSA 10 Sapphire with the 2020. Marco Luciano, probably another Megabox Chrome Refractor. I don't think I submitted any numbered of him. Yep, Megabox Refractor. I have this as a 10. And that's exactly what we got. I've had better luck. I think the 2019 Bowmans, at least for Luciano, was really well. There's a lot of them that are really well centered. So another 10 on a Luciano Megabox Refractor. Okay, coming down to the last few of this particular order, and we'll recap my grades versus the actual PSA grades. This is going to be a Prism. 2018 Prism Rookie Introductions, Lamar Jackson. I've graded this at a 9. One little surface issue on the back. And as I've said a few times, I tend to undergrade, so I'm not disappointed. Not surprised, really. It's not so much the disappointed. This one is a PSA 10. Excellent. So I definitely prefer being wrong on the low end, being pleasantly surprised, then saying, oh, this definitely is a 10, and then getting a bunch of 9s back and wondering why I didn't get all 10s. I think you see a lot of people with that kind of feedback. At least I see that on Facebook a decent amount. So nice. Lamar Jackson, PSA 10 on the rookie introduction. A couple more Bowman here. We've got Pedro Leon, and this is not a Bowman first, but it's 2022 Bowman Sapphire Aqua Refractor, so it's numbered out of 55, and I have it as a PSA 10 for the Astros prospect. And there we go, PSA 10, numbered out of 55, Pedro Leon. So 3 cards left in this particular order. Some big ones here. This is the Roberto Campos. This is a Sapphire Orange. So numbered out of 50 on the Roberto Campos. I have this as a 10. And there we go. We got the 10 on the Orange Sapphire. Numbered out of 50. Awesome. That'll be the highlight of my Roberto Campos collection for now. I do have the red, although it came back as a 9. So nice PSA 10 Campos right there. Got a couple soccer to finish this out. Is it 2 soccer? Yeah, 2 soccer to close this one out. So first one up, this is going to be 2020-21 Chrome Champions League Sapphire. It's a Vinicius Jr. red refractor out of 5. I looked this thing over, up, down, left, right, front, back. I think it's a 10. Let's see what PSA thought. Of course, he scored the goal in the Champions League final for Real Madrid last year. And PSA 10, there we go. PSA 10 on the Vinicius Jr. Sapphire Red. Numbered out of 5. Numbered out of 5 on the Vinicius Jr. Beautiful. There we go. Love to see that. Oh, let's get our, of all the times to not put the graphic up. There we go. There's our 10 on the Vinicius Jr. Sapphire Red. Awesome. One more to go. And I think we're going to call it quits for today. Yep. And then we'll have to finish the rest of the submission. We'll do a separate video early next week if you guys are interested. So this one, this is the one. Jared asked me at the beginning of this reveal which one I was most excited about. It's this one. It's the Franz Beckenbauer Moments, 1 of 1 from Futera Unique. See, this card captures a time in Beckenbauer's football history, featuring a piece of his New York Cosmos homecoming game worn jersey from the homecoming game versus the Cosmos '84 squad on May 5th, 1984 at Giants Stadium. So this is what I love about their patch cards. The relics, they are very specific about where they came from, have a little story to tell it, and then as I looked up Beckenbauer, won a World Cup as a player for Germany, won it later as a manager for Germany. Just a really unique part of Germany's World Cup history. I thought this card was great looking card. Let's see what I graded it at. Relics can be kind of tough to grade because it has more edges than the other ones, but I just wanted to see what I had here. It's the only one. Figured I'd give it a grade. So I graded it as a 9. Like I said, I thought it looked great. Graded this one as a 9. Let's see what my 1 of 1 Beckenbauer comes back as. And boom, there we go. The Rainbow 1 of 1 is a PSA 10, Gem Mint 10, and I'm gonna get up close on the relic just so you can see it. I don't know if the color comes through really well, but it's got 2-color relic. Got the green with the little white stitching. Again, this is a game-worn relic from a 1984 game. Franz Beckenbauer 1 of 1. The Rainbow 1 of 1. The Moments relic. PSA 10 on that one. So that will conclude this portion of the reveal. We got through a decent amount. You have 2 boxes left. There's about 50 cards left to show in the reveal, but have run out of time, unfortunately, so we won't be able to finish that one today. We'll review, let's review some of the, let's see, so in this one, I projected 10 of them. This was, what was this, a 25 card order? I projected 10 of them at 10, 14 at a 9, and 1 of them at an 8. We did have one at a 7. So there's 1 8 or below, right on target. There were only 6 9s and 18 10s. So 72% PSA 10 rate out of these 25 cards. And overall, I'll spoil the surprise again. Like I said, I've seen the grades on these and compared them with my own evaluation. I haven't opened them out of the boxes for the full reveal yet, but total, my projected grades, if you add up all the numbers, I was at at an average of about 9.3. The actuals came back at about a 9.4. So again, I slightly undergrade, but feel like it's fairly close. Overall, in this entire 136 card submission, our gem rate, PSA 10s, over 50%, 56% 10s. And some of those I knew weren't going to 10. You know, the Weston McKennie, obviously with the edge issues, but just want to get it in a slab. So there's a number of them that I throw in there that I know are not going to 10 anyway. But 56% rate on PSA 10, 46 9s, that's a 34%, and 10, just over 10% rated 8 or below. And some of those, like I said, out of those 14, I knew were going to come back at a little bit lower grade. So pretty happy with the results so far. Like I said, we've got 2 more orders right behind all these cards right here. There are 2 more orders that went in this overall submission. So we're going to reveal those as the second part of a reveal video. That'll be first thing next week, probably Monday. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. I enjoy seeing what we got here. So hopefully we can see some more cards. The ones, let's see, the other submissions that we have yet to see, they will, let's see what they'll include. Some more Hess and Scherstadt, a lot of more Bowman baseball prospects. Got another Babe Ruth SSP from 2020 Top Series 2. Another Gypsy Queen. This is a really rare, it's like a double short print of Cody Bellinger. So it's Roberto Clemente Day, which is already super short print, with the team script font swap. So it's like a double short print there. That's another rare one. We got Gunnar Henderson, a little bit of Julio Rodriguez, O'Neal Cruz, another red sapphire of Maximo Acosta, Jackson Chorio with a blue refractor out of 150, another Lamar Jackson, have a Zach Moss football parallel out of 10, Another Luca parallel rookie. Ansu Fati, Kareem Adeyemi. We have another Futera parallel of Diego Maradona, Jordan Lawler, Campos, and Devontae Smith auto. And then in the other submission, let's see, some more Roberto Campos. We got Tua numbered out of 20, another Lamar, Tom Brady numbered out of 99, a few more baseball prospects, another Babe Ruth SSP, and that'll about do it. So, a couple more orders to look through, but hope you enjoyed this and hope to catch you guys at our next reveal. Like I said, we'll throw this on the schedule, do it early next week. And again, come Thanksgiving weekend, later in that weekend is when we'll kind of resume kind of full-time, not full-time, but we'll have a much more regular break schedule. We're just kind of in and out with work and some family stuff. So we'll have some more regular breaks coming up very, very soon. Otherwise, hope you guys have enjoyed the rest of your Friday.